Good morning, my dear kids. Today we will continue our chapter 8, that is agriculture and industry. We already discussed about agriculture in our previous video. India has made great progress in the field of agriculture. We have now a large number of canals for irrigation. More and more areas have been brought under cultivation. Good seeds, manure, and fertilizers are used. Farmers now have better tools for plowing, sowing, watering, and reaping. All this has led to a green revolution in our country. However, many of the farmers are still very poor. Much remains to be done for them. Now it's turn to our industries. The resources provided by nature fulfill most of our needs. Many of these resources, however, cannot be used directly. Can we use wheat, cotton, tea leaves, logs of wood, and iron ore directly? No, we can't. This is because they are raw materials. We need to convert raw materials into finished goods such as bread, cloth, tea, furniture, and utensils before we can use them. Okay? Industries produce things for our use. The things they make are called their products. An industrial product is usually made in a factory, and the resources used by the industries to make their products are called raw materials. For example, wood is the raw material for producing good quality paper. We can group industries by their size, the raw materials they use, or the products they make. Now we have types of industries. First is large scale industries. Large scale industries use big machines and usually have many workers. We need a lot of money to run them. Class, these industries employ thousands of workers. A large number of goods are produced with big machines. Highly trained workers are needed. These types of industries are generally located in areas where raw materials and power supply means electricity, are easily available. Most of them are located in or near big cities. The iron and steel industries, the oil and gas industry, and the cement industry are examples of large scale industries. Next is small scale industries. Small scale industries like those that make clothes, furniture, or leather goods need less money to be run. They use smaller machines and have fewer workers than large scale industries. Now, next is cottage industries. Cottage industries use simple machines or no machines at all. They need very few workers and can be run from homes with very little money. Class, these types of industries are set up by people in their own homes. A few people work with simple tools and use raw materials available nearby. Handicrafts such as basket weaving and pot making are cottage industries. Next is agro-based industries. Agro-based industries get raw materials from farms. The industries making cotton, silk, jute or woolen cloth, sugar and food products are agro-based industries. Next is mineral-based industries. Mineral-based industries use minerals as raw materials. The iron and steel industry, the copper industry and the aluminium industry are mineral-based industries. Now, next topic is why are these industries important? Industries are important because they make useful things for us. They also provide jobs to people. A country earns money by selling industrial products to other countries. A country that does not have many industries need to buy products from other countries. Now, next topic is important industries in India. India has many kinds of industries. These make different types of iron and steel, motor vehicles, textiles means cloth industries, sugar, medicines, fertilizers. These help plants grow and many other things. First is iron and steel industry. We use many things made of iron or steel. These may range from a large machine or a car to a tiny pin. This is the most important as almost all machineries needed in other industries is made of iron and steel. Okay? India has iron and steel factories at places like Jamshedpur, Durgapur, Rourkela, Bokaro, Bhilai, Salem and Vishakhapatnam. Next is automobile industries. India has many factories that make cars, trucks, buses, motorcycles, tractors, and so on. Chennai, Gurgaon. Gurgaon is now known as Gurugram. Mumbai, Pune, and Jamshedpur are some important centers of the automobile industries. Now, next industry is textile industry. Textile industry is one of the oldest and largest industries in our country. Nearly half of these industries has its mills or factories in Gujarat and Maharashtra. India's textile industry makes cotton, silk, wool and jute textiles. Of these, the cotton textile industry is the largest. Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Coimbatore, Kanpur, and Kolkata are some important cotton textile centers. Now, next is sugar industry. This is the second largest industry of our country and one of the largest producers of sugar in the world. The sugar industry use sugarcane as its raw material. Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu are the top sugar producing states of India. We have many other industries which produce things like paper, cement, glass, shipbuilding, heavy electrical goods, aircraft, etc. India has made great progress in the field of industries. Now, a quick recap of the chapter. Agriculture or farming involves growing crops and keeping animals for milk, meat, eggs, wool, etc. Food crops are grown to provide food. Rice and wheat are important food crops grown in India. Cash crops are grown to be sold to factories for making different things. Cotton, sugarcane, and tea are examples of cash crops grown in India. Industries use different resources as raw materials to make different products. Industries may be large scale, like iron and steel, small scale, like furniture, cottage, like handicrafts, agro based, like cotton textile, or mineral based, like iron and steel. Iron and steel, automobile, textile, and sugar are some important industries of India. Agriculture and industries give us food and many useful things. They provide jobs to people. They also earn money for the country because their products can be sold to other countries. Now your chapter is over. So kindly read the chapter 8 carefully and fill the bookwork. Till then, bye. Take care.